Hey everybody, John Felino here from Site for Recordings, and today I have another quick audio tutorial for you. For this video, I'm going to be showing you how to route Steven Slate Drums in your DAW. I'm going to be using Pro Tools, but all other DAWs should work pretty much the same way. First, we want to create an instrument track with an instance of Slate Drums loaded on it. Control-Shift-N, going to make it stereo, instrument track. Then we can bring Slate on. Open it up. From there, we're going to load in the samples that we want to use. Just for the sake of saving time, I'm going to use a preset kit. Now, we want to go to a mixer screen and make sure that we have a different output for each part of the kit. So you see here, we have 3 different kick samples that are being blended together in the kit. Even though they're 3 separate tracks, we're going to send them all the same output. We're going to make one single kick output. I'm going to do the same thing with a snare. Even though normally you'd have a snare top and bottom separately, I'm going to send these both to the same output, and if I need to change the way they're blended, I'll do it here within Slate. Make sure you send anything that's supposed to be mono to a mono output. This would be anything like kicks, snares, toms, any direct cymbal mics. Now, personally, I like to have all my direct cymbal mics, other than the hi-hat, all sent to the same output as the overhead in Slate. For the overhead output, I just use the default output 1 stereo. That basically is routed to the output of the instrument track that we have the plugin on. Lastly, we can add another stereo output for the room track. Next, we need to make an aux track in Pro Tools for every single output that we have here in Slate. We have the kick, snare, 4 toms here, a hi-hat, the overhead output, and the room output. Control-Shift-N, going to make 7 mono auxes, and then 1 stereo aux. And remember, this instrument track right here is output 1 stereo for the overhead / China ride. And if we need to change the volume of any of these direct mics right here, we can just do it within Slate. That way we don't need to clog up our session with a ton of extra tracks. Now we're going to assign the inputs of each of the aux tracks to the correct outputs of Slate by going to the plugin option in the input menu. So we know this first one is going to be the kick, which is mono 9. Snare is mono 10. Then the toms are 11, 12, 13, 14. And then hi-hat is 15. And lastly, we use output 2 stereo for the room. And you can go through and name the tracks. I'm just going to name this instrument track right here overhead, since that's what we have routed to it. Then you can go through and pan them however you normally would. And then we can create a drum master aux, which all these drum tracks are sent to. So we'll create another stereo aux. Just name it drum master. And that'll just keep all these running to the same place so that we have one knob to control them all. Lastly, you can create any of the other aux tracks that you would need for effects such as reverb or parallel compression. I'll just throw in a reverb track right now, just for an example. And then you can use sends to route your tracks to that reverb track. All right, now we should be pretty much set. Let me just throw in a drum pattern and see how it sounds. Cool, let's loop that real quick. And you'll see everything is working just the way it should. All these tracks are being sent to the drum master, and all the tracks that are supposed to be going to the reverb track have been sent there as well. So there you have it. Steven Slate Drums routed in Pro Tools cleanly and efficiently. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.